Hi, I'm in my library at home, a short reflection on yesterday's Chrism liturgy. I'm sure many of you watched it. It was kind of odd for me, peculiar, a little sad, but it was also very moving for me to think of the priests not together, but scattered all over the diocese, but standing together, and all of us answering the bishop and making our uh, recommitment to our priestly promises. It was also interesting to be able to see up close the bishop blessing the holy oils. And during that blessing, Father Rob Adams, who was doing English language commentary, made a remark that struck me. He reminded us that the oils are blessed in particular at this time to be used for the Easter sacraments of baptism and confirmation. And of course, he had to comment that we will not be using the oils this year in a big Easter celebration, that we're not meeting for Mass yet on a regular basis. But his point was that we carry the sacraments in us. And in a very specific and literal way, we carry the sacrament of baptism in us all the time. Um, we carry confirmation all the time, that the sacraments are not just the ceremony that we celebrate, but they are the lives we lead. Think of that in terms of ordination. I'm not doing 90% of the things that I typically do as a priest, and yet I'm still trying to live my priesthood every day. And it's the same for all of you who have celebrated the sacrament of marriage. Your marriage ceremony may have been decades ago, but you are living the sacrament today. You are celebrating the sacrament today. And so I think of all of you again. You're in your households, some of facing so many challenges. Maybe the challenge is a challenge of loneliness. Maybe it's the challenge of working at home and trying to keep your kids concentrated on their education on the internet. Some of you are worried about your jobs, or some of you, of course, I'm sure have lost your jobs, at least for now. And in the midst of that, we need to think of that you are living the sacraments. You're living in those moments. You're celebrating the sacrament of marriage. Um, in that ceremony, even if it's decades ago, you made a commitment to each other and you made a commitment to God, and you know that God made that commitment right back to you, that God made the commitment to be faithful to you. And I'm thinking of that now. I talked to my sister. She is a grade school teacher, and I just talked to her today. And so she's babysitting three of her grandkids because her kids are working, and she's trying to teach 30 kids of her class over the internet, and she's trying to keep a household that's healthy and peaceful and holy for herself and her husband. That's a lot. That's a lot more than I'm doing. But that's the sacrament of marriage. And in the frustrations of it, in the joys of it, that's the sacrament. So we're not at Mass together, but we're all living our sacraments. And I got to tell you, I need to know that. I need to know that you are in each of your homes. I need to know that while we're not in church together, the church goes on in each of your homes, and the church goes on as the church of your home. In particular, therefore, I ask you to look at our webpage, look for the link that says How to Celebrate Holy Thursday at Home. It's basically a simple foot washing ceremony, a symbolic and tender way to celebrate your caring for one another and ask God to bless that care. And as I bless you too, God bless you. Be well. I miss you. I love you. We pray for the day when all will be healthy and all together. But we know that the Lord is with us. We know that his dying will lead to resurrection, first in his own coming back to new life and in our coming back to new life. So God bless all of you and all of your homes and all of your families. Talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.